Hey guys, if you're doing the whole Bible in 1 year, then you'll understand me when I say love is in the air. Perhaps if you've been to a wedding, you might have heard today's reading before. It's a very well-known passage in the Bible, but as with all of the Bible, it's really important that we put it into context. This passage can sometimes seem cute or soft or lovey-dovey, but actually, when Paul wrote this as part of a letter to the Corinthians, he certainly didn't mean it to be soft or lovey-dovey. In fact, Paul was rebuking a dysfunctional church for the abuse of spiritual gifts. In the Old Testament, reading today, we were exploring a very sensual kind of love, very feelings-based, but the kind of love Paul is talking about is love as an action. Now, this is quite hard to grasp when we're first reading our English translation of the Bible, and that's because in the New Testament there are 3 Greek words that translate into English as love. Now, we don't need to go too deep into this, but the thing that is important to note is that Paul is talking about love as an action, as an act of the will, and this is why we can be commanded to love in this way. Because it would be impossible to tell someone to feel affection for someone else. However, to ask someone to love unconditionally, regardless of attraction, this is what Jesus calls us to do when he asks us to love one another as he's loved us. This is the love of God. God didn't choose to love Israel because she was a great nation. She wasn't. He chose to love because he is love. He comes and he loves the people that no one else cares about. His love is sacrificial, paying the price to care for people, to give people a life. And Paul gives us an idea of what this love looks like, but of course the real image of this love is in Jesus. And I'd really urge you to reread chapter 13, verses 4 to 8, and really ponder upon each description of love. Love is patient, love is kind. Because for me, these evoke a lot of questions that I'd like to sort of propose as a challenge. How does the way we treat people we know, and indeed people we don't know, align with what love is? How can we be more patient as we interact with people? How can our actions and our words be kind, even as the world around us, the people around us, are being unkind? You see, as I personally read this, and as I reflected over my behaviour and my actions and my words towards others, I know that I'm so far off the mark. But the amazing thing about this is that it's not like Paul says, this is the bar, now reach it. We are told how to love, and then with the strength and the power of Jesus, we are taught how to do it. So as you reread these words and reflect, remember to pray and ask Jesus to help you to be more patient or more kind, and ask him to help you to love as he loves us. People don't notice this kind of love because it's so unlike the world. It's divine, and as we love others like this, we are demonstrating Jesus' love for them.